What's up, everybody?
What's up, everybody?
Chilling here with Mikey.
March 31st. Tomorrow is April Fool's Day.
It is?
Yes, April the 1st.
This year is going ridiculously fast already.
Yes, this is a big April Fool's, if anything else.
So, we just watched... What did we watch, Mike?
Godzilla vs. King Kong.
Actually, incorrect.
Oh, King Kong vs. Godzilla?
No, they didn't even say King Kong.
Oh, right. Godzilla vs. Kong.
The title is just Godzilla vs. Kong.
Correct. Right. Right.
And,
Right.
highly anticipated movie that was supposed to come out... When did I say? When I looked at the thing? I believe it said November?
November of 2020.
November 2020. And highly anticipated movie. It came out, was it today or yesterday?
And again, when we say highly anticipated movie, it's because of the pandemic, there hasn't been anything coming out. Nothing really in production that much. I mean,
well, it's also highly anticipated because people still want to see Godzilla and King
and I
Kong
agree.
movies. And
But
King
what
Kong
other movies were highly anticipated during the pandemic? There hasn't been much.
Every friggin' superhero movie.
Or any superhero movie for that matter. But Wonder Woman was the only superhero movie that came out during the pandemic.
Yeah, but I'm saying, wasn't Black Widow supposed to come out last year?
Yeah, that's going to drop on TV as well. But was Black Widow a movie or a TV show?
Movie.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But what'd you think of this one?
I thought...
GVK.
Well, here's the thing. When I go into a movie like this, I don't expect much of it. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, I know it's going to be big, eye candy and things like that.
Because some blockbusters don't put their money where their mouth is.
Right, right. So, I mean, I didn't expect much as far as intellectualness, or the dialogue.
Wait, so you weren't expecting...
I wasn't
You
expecting
weren't
much.
expecting 45 minutes of human dialogue before you get a drop of a glimpse of King Kong or Godzilla?
Well, actually, it might have been less than 45 minutes. But
Okay. That first Godzilla with Bryan Cranston, the one from, what was it, 2014?
Yeah.
Good God. Good God.
Right. It was all talk until, what, I guess about an hour.
I fell asleep before Godzilla came on screen.
Well, that's the problem I have with all these kind of movies. Like, we were talking about Alien vs. Predator. It took like an hour.
The human dialogue always bogs everything down.
Yes.
This didn't have that. I mean, it had its...
Yeah, well, what they did was they put action, and then they put a little dialogue.
I also gotta say, there might be some accidental spoilers.
Accidental, in case you didn't watch it. It came out today.
Forgive us.
We just watched it today. But I did like it for, in other words, I wasn't disappointed in it. There was a lot of action.
I wasn't disappointed at all with it.
Yeah, no.
Not at all.
Yeah.
Although there was a thing at the end. Okay, we won't go total spoiler. I had made a prediction in the middle of the movie when there was a certain character introduced that the movie would end in the same manner that Batman v Superman Dawn of Justice ended.
Correct.
And I was also correct, right?
Correct. And in a lot of these kind of movies where there's something v something,
they crap
really
out.
establish a winner.
Yeah, because they crap out and to have them team up and fight someone else.
Yes. Yes.
I mean, Freddy vs. Jason didn't do that, but...
Right. There was a winner, but still at the end, when he was carrying Freddy's head...
Well, that also left open for another one.
Which they never made, right?
No.
Yeah, and I like that movie, by the way. That Freddy vs. Jason.
First of all, I remember they were supposed to do a Freddy vs. Jason versus Ash. You know, Ash from Evil Dead.
Right, Ash, right. Oh, I didn't know it was going to be like that.
I don't know if it was supposed to be before or after, but...
Remember how long we were waiting for Freddy vs. Jason, though?
Because for years and years and years, they were talking about doing that. Just like Alien vs. Predator. But this movie is something that they had already done.
Right.
Godzilla vs. Kong already did. You said you just watched the
I watched Skull Island, which is a sequel to, as well as Kong, King of Monsters.
No, but
which
you
is,
said you also watched the original Godzilla versus
yes,
King Kong.
I did, but I didn't watch. I just fast forwarded through the parts, the actual
Through their
parts.
fights?
Yeah, I didn't
Oh.
actually watch the whole thing.
Okay.
Let me tell you, you want to talk about dialogue? All those old movies from the '60s, King Kong, Godzilla, always had dialogue like crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all it was dialogue and build up.
This did have its dialogue. It did.
Oh,
It didn't drown me in it the way that 2014 Godzilla did.
They briefly explained why they had to do the things that they did in order to do the things that they did. And if you remember, people that actually saw Godzilla King of Monsters, Godzilla was the
alpha.
Yeah, the alpha, and he was like the friendly guy, the friendly monster to the humans, taking on Mothra and Rodan.
And what do they call them? Titans?
And all the Titans, correct.
Okay, so you saw Skull Island.
I love Skull Island, by the way.
So the beginning of this, you had no idea of what the hell was going on when
No.
they had that scene where Kong was on Skull Island?
Right. I had no idea that he was actually in the Monarch.
Yeah.
Because they don't make it look like that when you see Skull Island.
But they didn't bring that to light at all in...
No. You just think it's an
movie.
island of its own. You don't think that it's being monitored or controlled. Like he was there for, like he was pretty much trapped.
So why
in
didn't
there.
they reveal that at the end of Skull Island instead of doing it right off the bat with this one?
Because then, I don't think when they filmed Skull Island, they had, I don't think they knew what they were gonna, because I believe that Godzilla King of Monsters came after Skull Island.
First of all, was Skull Island a flop?
It was a flop in the theaters.
It was.
And let me tell you something, when I went into it, I was like, let me just watch another stupid King Kong movie, like the one with Jack Black. But this one,
I liked that one.
it was okay. But when you watch Skull Island...
And I liked the Jeff Bridges one from the 70s. I liked that one too.
Jeff Bridges. That's because you're a Jeff Bridges fan.
Yeah.
Like a
I'm
fanboy.
I'm the president of his fan club, actually.
Correct. Absolutely 100%. And you're joking around about it, but I do believe it.
I showed you the card.
Him and Bo, him and his brother Bo. I'm sure you're
What the hell happened to that guy? Remember that guy was in everything at one point?
Jeff Bridges.
But, so, alright, Godzilla's going ape shit. Just destroying stuff, like Godzilla does.
Right. Basically, in the other one, they use him to help them kill the other monsters. They let him go. And in this one, he goes off the reservation. It starts off where he kind of just goes off the reservation, and they need a reason to...
Yeah, he just starts wrecking shit.
Unleash another monster.
Even though he was their savior.
Right, in the other movie.
The movie right before this, he was their savior.
They loved him. He was the best hope for humankind in the other one. And this one, he goes off the reservation. Because actually, Godzilla, in both movies, that was the only one that they weren't really able to... They weren't monitoring. They weren't controlling him. Godzilla was the one that was just roaming around. That's why they released the other monsters, like Mothra or whatever, to go up against them. But in this one, basically they took Kong from Skull Island and they brought him over to where Godzilla was, in Hong Kong, actually.
Yeah, they brought him over to Hong Kong to fight...
To face off.
To fight Godzilla. Alright. Now, one thing that I had looked away for a second and missed. Was this when he went into the temple?
Well, they did have that same temple in Skull Island, though.
Okay, but I'm saying when they were following him with their Jetsons cars into the temple.
Right. Special airfield cars.
He sits on the throne.
Right.
Was that scepter? Was it like axe or scepter made out of
Kong's,
made out of one of Godzilla's fins?
That's the thing that we might have missed.
Yeah, I must have looked away for a second.
Yeah, we were joking around and we don't realize, and you actually put it to light as we're watching it that it must have been part of Godzilla's fin, his radioactive fin.
Well, every time Godzilla was blasting it, you see it was like absorbing it.
It was like a shield. Yes, exactly. I'm sure somehow they got that, And then I told you in the beginning that it was going to be Millie Bobby Brown and that little geek kid that was going to save the day.
No,
not saying that they do.
It was kind of the other girl that saved the day. There's a little mute girl.
Right.
Little mute girl, little deaf mute girl who has a bond with Kong. She could, It's so cute. She could talk with
Yeah. She does sign language.
Yeah.
And Bond was learning.
Yeah.
I mean Bond.
Bond.
Kong was learning sign
Bond.
language from her.
Godzilla versus Bond. Oh, let's get Godzilla versus Bond next.
Yeah, send 007 in. But I liked it. I mean, look.
I liked it too.
But you have to be a fan of kind of this kind of monster, and there's a lot of eye candy involved. Like a lot, and I like the fighting scenes because, you know, sometimes the fighting scenes they make it look like you can't see anything that's going on.
Yeah.
Because this was actually good because you can see the stomping.
Everyone seems to do the same technique when
fast fighting scenes where you can't see anything. Right, in the dark.
It's like why does everyone have to fight in the dark these days?
It's horrible. But I did like the fighting scenes that they had. In fact, the fighting scenes were awesome. Actually,
they were.
I think that's why I liked the movie. You probably too because the fighting scenes were great. Yeah. They really did wreck some shit.
But yeah, I guess we won't give total spoilers.
Yeah, you don't want to go into the other thing that's in there.
Yeah,
right?
there is a third monster.
Right.
Sorry.
Well, there's a few monsters, but
that's right. Yeah, but those are all
add-ins.
D-list.
Right, D-list monsters.
They're not brand names.
Flying like vultures and shit. Right.
They're all like, they're not brand names. We got a third brand name monster.
Yes, but just so everybody knows, this is a direct sequel to King of Monsters from Godzilla and Kong Skull Island. Both they merged together to make this movie.
But I
liked it.
I recommend this.
Yeah. I had no problem with it. Like if they would have had a movie like you said, the one with the other one you were talking about, was it Bryan Cranston?
Yeah.
Well, the Matthew.
The 2014.
Well, the Matthew Broderick.
Oh,
one,
yeah,
which
that
was crap.
one.
Also,
that one where he was just a giant iguana.
He looked like an iguana, right?
Yeah.
At least this one they made him look realistic.
They made both of them look.
Yeah, they sure
awesome.
did. Yeah.
They made both of them look awesome. And you know me, I'm not one for CGI jackfests where just everything is CGI. But I mean, almost everything was CGI in this one, but it's still. Still look good.
And we're not going to tell you who wins this one.
No,
you got to watch the movie to see who wins this one.
We won't spoil it.
No spoilers here.
Alright. But
But I liked it,
that first fight between them was fucking awesome. Or they're fighting on fucking aircraft carriers and shit. Kong is jumping from an aircraft carrier to
aircraft carriers in the ocean. Right. And what I want to know is, okay. You know there's going to be a million of these people reviewing this movie tonight because it came out today in theaters.
We're two of them.
We're just two idiots. I want to know what other idiots are going to say this movie sucked. Like, what more are you looking for from a Kong vs. Godzilla movie? Like, what are you looking for? Just fighting, right?
Yeah.
If you don't like it, that means you don't like it because you didn't like it going into it.
Or do you want 45 minutes more of dialogue and human interaction?
Yeah,
is that what you want?
Yeah.
Is that what you fucking want in a Godzilla?
I want to hear the people that say that this movie sucked. It's not going to get nominated for Academy Award. We know that. There's no voiceovers or whatever.
It's not?
No, I don't think so. Unless they go with the visual effects. The visual effects were great, but...
It looked good.
It still won't probably get an Academy Award nomination. But people... For the fanboys that are trying to degrade this movie, I want to know what more they're looking for. What are you looking for if you don't like it?
I liked it.
Yeah, I liked it too.
I was just going into it. I was just kind of like meh. But after that first fight between them, I was like, it's pretty damn good.
And considering you said there was how many Godzilla movies made and how many Kong movies made? 36 or something like that.
Yeah, I think Kong only has 14.
14. I mean, what more do you want? I mean, this has to be one of the best ones.
Well, Japan cranks out Godzilla movies a lot. This also said it was only the 4th Hollywood Godzilla movie. Like, full funded by Hollywood.
Right. Well, I liked it. I had no problem with it.
Thumbs up?
I give it... Okay, here's how I want to rate it. I'll give it a thumbs up, but I want to rate it like this. So in other words... I'm not saying it's a must-watch, but it's definitely a watch. It's not a must-watch, but it's definitely a watch. I liked it.
You know what? For this year's standards, I'll give it a must-watch.
What I'm saying is that if you're a woman who's a fan of fried green tomatoes, or something like one of those kind of Glenn Close movies like that, you're not gonna like this movie.
Someone could like fried green tomatoes and like this.
Really? I want to hear of the person
There's someone that could like the Texas Chainsaw Massacre and Schindler's List. There are plenty of people.
I guess
have
so.
very broad.
Right. I guess you're right. I gotta broaden my horizons on this, but
all right. So next we're reviewing fried green tomatoes.
Fried green tomatoes.
I'm just kidding.
Imagine.
I'm just kidding. I can't put myself through that.
We'd have to watch the damn movie.
I can't. I can't hang.
It was just like I expected.
I can't hang.
There was no damn CGI in fried green tomatoes.
Where's the fucking ninjas?
Where's the CGI?
I want to see Kathy Bates versus a ninja.
No, it's hard to compare the two. I'm just saying, if you're into like action movies and just want to be entertained,
yeah, I give it a thumbs up.
I give it a thumbs up myself. I really do. Considering some of the movies that we've seen recently, it hasn't been anything really good. You know.
But you said tomorrow we might go see.
No, Betty. It's Friday.
Not Friday. Yeah, gonna check out. Actually, go to the fucking theater. Wow, amazing.
Yeah, a lot of things that happen in New York.
Like
Actually, today, March 31st, 2021, marijuana is recreational legal. Recreational legal.
How soon before heroin?
Well, that'd be crazy. But Oregon is like that now. But no, I mean, as long as we got the weed, that's all we could, we've been trying to go for weed for the longest.
But alright, that was our non-spoilery. It wasn't too spoilery, right?
It wasn't spoilery at all.
Okay.
In fact, we're not going to tell you who won. You have to watch it yourself.
Alright, that was our non-spoilery review on, I was trying to think so hard about how we could talk about the movie without throwing
No, you can talk about the movie. We liked it. It was good. And anybody who watches the movie who thinks it's crap, you message us and tell us why you think it's crap.
Yeah, go ahead, leave in the comments section.
And we will debate you.
Leave in the comments section if you think this movie...
if you think it's crap, just let us
know. If you like the movie, yeah, sure.
It wasn't that long.
Or if you didn't like the movie.
It was less than 2 hours. Less than 2 hours.
Yeah, it wasn't long at all.
Yeah, it wasn't long at all. It was great. And there was a lot of action. Once the action started, it didn't stop.
No, it was good.
Even a little dialogue was like, what, maybe a minute or two, and then went back to action.
They didn't beat you over the head with the
dialogue. They didn't beat you over the head like the Alien vs. Predator.
Yes, it wasn't Quentin Tarantino's Godzilla vs. Kong.
Oh, we talked about that. Quentin Tarantino, that would be funny. Quentin Tarantino could play a monster in a movie. He's so freaking weird looking.
He should have played the Green Goblin.
Oh, with that jaw? He has one of the biggest jaws in Hollywood, dude. I never seen a bigger jaw.
But, what do you think? Should we do a review on Nobody after we watch it?
Oh, 100%.
All right.
100%.
Yeah. So.
But that was a quick review. We say watch the movie. If you're on the fence, watch the movie.
I recommend Godzilla vs. Kong.
Yes.
So, peace out, everybody. Later, folks.